If you're planning to go see this movie, let me give you one piece of advice. Bring coffee. Red Sparrow is a spy movie based on a novel and stars Jennifer Lawrence, Joel Edgerton, and Matthias Schoenaerts. That's how you pronounce his name. In this movie, J-Law plays Dominika, a Russian ballerina with a handicapped mother whose career abruptly ends. When she asks her uncle for help, she's forced to become a sparrow, which is basically a highly trained prostitute for the Russian Secret Service. Her first mission involves seducing a CIA agent, played by Joel Edgerton, who knows the identity of a highly placed mole inside the Russian government. So the novel on which this movie was based on was actually written by a former CIA operative, and that's why certain things in the movie feel very, very real. It reminded me a little of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, only with, more sex stuff. Red Sparrow has an excellent cast. Jennifer Lawrence is great as always, there's nobody in the entire movie who feels out of place, and it is shot beautifully. But the story of this Russian ballerina turned spy is very long. This is not an action-based spy movie, so don't expect any shootouts, car chases, or any fancy gadgets.
Not exactly Christmas, is it?
It's all driven by seduction and deception, and because of that, the actual spycraft scenes can become a little tedious instead of adding tension. There are, however, some brutal scenes that will grab you by the throat to get your attention back into the story. I wouldn't say these scenes are fun to watch. I felt very uncomfortable watching them. They are pretty shocking, but without them, this movie would have been a little boring. Because the pacing of Red Sparrow is very slow, and I really think that this could have been fixed in the editing room. Certain events in the movie are shot as entire 10-minute scenes, which could have easily been cut down to a minute or two. At some point I caught myself looking at my watch, and that's never a good sign. But fortunately, when the story does flow, it's very gripping. It's definitely a good old-fashioned Cold War spy thriller. It's just a shame that it hits the brakes way more often than it should. Red Sparrow is a bronze medal. So that's it for Red Sparrow. What are some of the most best slow-paced movies ever made? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, hit like or click on the blue M&M to subscribe. I'll see you next time.